I swear, it says there's music playing. At least it's playing for me. I don't. It doesn't show that it's playing for you. Why do updates always break things? Give me a moment to figure this out. The actual what? The actual what? The music while I prepare.
All we do is fight. Maybe we should call it. I'm just being honest. Baby, it's our time. All we do is fight. Maybe we should call it what it Maybe it's our time. All we do is fight. Maybe we should call it. I'm just being honest. Baby, it's our time. All we do is fight. Maybe we should call it what Baby, it's our time. All we do is fight. Maybe we should call it what it Maybe it's our time. All we do is fight. Maybe we should call it. I'm just being honest. Baby, it's our time. All we do is fight. Maybe we should call it. I have been taken by the words that you say. The voice that carries them has kept me astray. Too soon to act on it, can we ever be? That all depends on what you're feeling from me. Let me show you all the way. Let me show you all the ways. Oh, let me show you all the ways. Yeah, let me show you all the ways. Oh.
So, welcome back, especially for me. I'm back. Um, not at a 100%. You can. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but my voice is going to be extra raspy today, or nasally. I got pneumonia, so if I go on a cough attack, I will heavily mute myself, and I apologize for that. Nonetheless, though, let's just see if I got better in this streaming thing, and let us just start the stream, shall we? We're in Pot Ricard tonight, so that'll be pretty interesting. What I just noticed was I did so much little, like just the tiniest little quality of life updates just to make it easier on like everyone, the whole stream. Like, you can actually now see your chats pop up here on the screen if anyone's here with me. The logo is in the bottom left, so if I move the website around, it's always gonna be there. You know, there it is. Oh, it'll be here. Oh, it's invisible to me right now, but I know it's there. You know, over on the right, you got the music. Anyway, whatever. Welcome back. While I recover from ranting, to the 5FIRacing.com Twitch channel. We're here live. We're gonna be in Paul Ricard, But before we go into that, you put 5firacing.com, you put that in the URL, and it'll lead you to this beautiful website. From here, you can click all the links. Check out anything you want. Scroll down, view all the videos if you want. You know, go exploring. What we really want though is SimGrid. We do have a mixed class event that I'll quickly, or I'll speak on it in a little while. For now, at least, we're interested in season 9, and what we want to know are what are the standings. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna get caught up just like you. Well, to my knowledge, we're in race 4. No, we're in Power Card tonight, or at least I hope we are, because last race was Valencia. Unless I am like completely throwing myself off, because it says we already did race 4. I know someone on Discord was like, "Yo, what did they say?" Here, let me pull it up. Let me just here. No, wait. Here we go. I'll let you guys get spoiled in on the fun here. You know, the results got updated. A duplicate of last wing. You know, isn't everything scripted? Damn, I didn't want to be I didn't want to review anything, but I guess we're scripted here, ladies and gentlemen. We already have Chandler Williams winning it for the golds, followed by Noah McComber and Joshua Worley in P3. Okay, this is gonna be for Power Card. If you need to place any bets, do that. If you want to runner up, Zach Manriquez is gonna be challenging going for that podium spot. Nonetheless, though, I don't know if that'll make the points accurate or whatnot, but what I do remember is race 3 was actually quite fun to watch. I wasn't here. It was in Texas, celebrating with my brother. Probably that's our. It was either there or Oklahoma, because I also went to Oklahoma. That's where one of those two places. That's where I got pneumonia, and it sucks not being able to breathe as well as you should, to put it lightly. That being said, I don't even know if I should even go into this, because these might not be accurate, but nonetheless, you have Chandler Williams currently in P1, Jake Finn in P2. I'm not even going to announce the points because it's probably going to be all screwed up. Noah McComber in P3 is Thiago Denarte in P4, Joshua Worley's in P5, Zach Manriquez P6, right behind him, his teammate Will Stewart P7. I think he is for sure going to be joining us tonight, because if memory serves me right, everyone else hates Paul Ricard and he likes it. So he should be here. He'll keep the track pace interesting. Greg Landry, P8, Albert Guenna, P9, Jake Wells, P10, Zane Bliskett, P11, and Ryan Barkins, P12. That's in the gold split. In the silvers, we are having the same issue where, you know, we got Francis. Oh man, the row. I know he told me last stream. I think no, 2 streams ago how to pronounce it, and I just forgot. Tony Versetti, he's in P2. I liked the way Will Stewart pronounced Hugo last name, but I can't remember. So I'm just gonna call you Hugo for now until I figure out how to say that last name. He's in P3. Pierce Hanley, P4. Jacob Hart, P5. Brad Tarno, P6. Sean Schrodenboer, P7, Lucan Breedlove. P8, Alexander Sabo. P9, Jacob Myrie. P10, Spady Bud. P11, Justin Fry. P12, Marshall McCoy. P13, a couple new names to me. Miguel Cesarian. P14, Kyle Busch. P15. And we're gonna stop there because everyone else either did not participate yet or did not participate. Pretty much. Oh. Ricard. I'm gonna be honest, this track is not the most aesthetically pleasing, at least from the sky. From up here, it looks pretty damn cool, but down here on the ground, not the, I might get some flack for it, but it's, at least to me, it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. I don't know. Some interesting facts though, that it is built on the plateau. So because it's built on a plateau, it is very flat. It also was only used for national races and moto races. These motorcycle races in the 1990s, so that was actually pretty cool. The Mistral Straight, the longest straight in the entire world for racing. You can pretty much fall asleep, read a book, cook breakfast in the car, and wake up before the next corner. That is 1.8 kilometers long, so that is quite a track. While I keep rambling, we can just load up. There we go. Load up and show some action here. A couple people out on the track. While we have these people on the track, I guess we won't spoil what they're running. We'll wait for the quality times, but you know, some of these guys they're getting warmed up. Currently 33 degrees, sunny outside. This is degrees centigrade or Celsius. Track is 41 degrees, so it is quite spicy, quite hot outside. Rain info though, it's not raining tonight, but you know, it was supposed to rain, I believe, in Bathurst, so I don't know how much I actually judge that. There's a total of 167 total layouts. Did you guys know that? 167 total layouts that can be used in Paul Ricard. That is a buttload. Metric fun. The layouts. And something extremely interesting is it's very, very, very noticeable here. You guys see all the blue and black runoff areas? And those are called the blue zones. Can you guess what the red areas are called? Give you a minute to think about it. It's quite obvious. I guess it's called the red zone. It's also designed for a maximum tire grip. So it's to minimize braking. So if you do end up running out very wide, you could use that to your advantage and potentially brake a lot better, a lot faster, which is actually quite useful since you do not want to be hitting that wall. Checking out Chandler Williams right now, seeing what he runs. Was it Williams or Denard Oh, I think no, Jake Finn. I forgot who. One of those drivers is I haven't seen in a while. Good while being like maybe one or two races. Thus, the track is 3.58 miles long, 5.77 kilometers long. Huge track. And the number of corners depends on how you want to label it and how you see it on the map. You can call it 10 to 13 corners. I am just gonna stick to 13. Make it a little bit easy. Corner names though, that's where we're gonna struggle just a little bit. I'll actually show you here what I mean. So I'm gonna butcher all these names, but I'll pronounce them as well as I could. We are in France, so, and I don't know French. Verrières, La Hotel, or El Hotel. Mistral Strait, yeah, that one's easy. Courbe de Cygnus, Bauzet Bendor, and DuPont. I have a couple little corners in there, like the corner between Bender and DuPont, you know, the one that's like a big, basically U, that's a village. Right next to the left of it is Tour. Little things like that, but these corner names, they're gonna be tongue twisters for me. I might mispronounce them, and if so, you give what you can take, or you take what you can give. We're still in practice. Practice is about to be running out very soon. We got 40-ish seconds left on track for practice. We're watching Jacob Myrie here run around in a new livery. I usually see him rocking in the stock BMW livery. Quite new and nice to see, actually. And as we hoped, we have Will Stewart. He's currently chilling in the pits, getting his Porsche ready. Gonna be interesting to see what he decides to run. What him and Zach decide to run, because they're both in Porsches. And Zach is a one quick MFer. Especially in that Porsche. Amazing me what he can do in that thing.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Well, have one moment. Do that real quick. To clear the screen. I do think this time we're actually going to be obeying the quality timer here. From what I can remember, the silvers go out first 10 minutes, followed by the golds last 10 minutes. At least I hope. Because it's looking like almost every... looking like everyone is actually in off track. So, Probably not. Jake Finn is going to be the first one, though, who is going to be setting up a time, so we'll wait and see what he can do. Right behind him, Noah in the corner. Both, I think, in new liveries. Setup here in Paul Ricard. The ideal setup, generalized throughout the whole entire grid, is medium downforce, medium to hard suspension. If you can actually run a lower downforce, that would probably be more ideal. If you can control the potential loss of control around these corners, since you are in a plateau, everything is pretty much flat. Main reason I say that is because if we sit in on board with Noah McComber here, look at the longest straight in the world. Falling asleep over here, good lord. Has he hit the corner yet? Holy smokes. There we go. And it's still a very fast corner. Very fast. Basically, once you hit the straight away there, the more downforce you have, the less top speed. The less downforce you have, the more top speed. And then you'll lose control in the corner. That's the whole thing. Anyway, they're about to cross the start finish line. We have Jake Finn gonna be putting down the first time of tonight. Let's see what numbers he puts up. And I just noticed I don't have any of the oh my god. I'm rusty. But Finn probably went dirty. We have Albert Guiana putting down a 156.712. Zach Manriquez, a 157.007. Will Seward, almost an identical time, 157.067. Zane Blisket putting down a 159.037. Arts in fifth, 156. Wait. Well, how is that a one? Oh no, he put down a 156, but it was dirty. So he still has to run a clean lap. Nope. We're gonna hop over and check out Jake Finn here. Oh, he's already crossing the line. Massive improvement. He had a 2-second improvement on his last time, so huge on that. 154.682. In P1 right now, we have Thiago Denarte with a 154.395. I wonder if anyone's gonna get into the 153s tonight. That will actually be pretty cool. gonna share the spotlight around driver, see how everyone's all doing tonight. We have 14 drivers tonight, so not as a packed grid as we would normally have. If I recall correctly, last race there wasn't a sizable grid as well. Valencia. I don't have a race recap for that. Don't have the actual race replay file for that, so I couldn't create a nice little recap of that. But if you want to see what happened there, you definitely check it out on YouTube. Had Will Stewart substituting for me, and he did a damn good job at it. Hell here. Hugo though currently in it. P8 has a 158.55. Looking to make an improvement of 4/10, so it'll be interesting to see if you can actually move on that. We'll jump back to Zane though, because he's about to cross the start-finish line. 0.7 in an improvement, and that allows him to jump into P9. Very, very nice. Hugo still... Oh, was green. Went dirty just right there. Fortunate. Went a little bit too hot. Couldn't slow the car down. Didn't slow the car down enough. Alexander... Oh, there's Alexander Sabo. 11. Not improving, but not slowing down on his pace. He's being very, very consistent. Running a 158 run. His last lap was a 157, although it wasn't registered because he went a little dirty there. But he still has plenty of time, 10 minutes of time actually, to see if he can improve on that lap time. We have Noah Montgomery as of yet to set up a lap here. Having a look like potentially a little bit of a difficult time. Trying to whip that Porsche around here. Also, all these lines, I wonder if it'll get anyone dizzy. Give anyone some motion sickness. Who knows? He is running here 156s though, so if he could put down a nice clean lap, gonna be around the 156 plate. Let's see what he puts down here, if he puts down anything. Nothing as of yet. Jake Finn lowered his personal best down even more, at a .330 compared to Denarte's .212. Please. It's definitely gonna be a battle between them two. Chandler Williams not far behind but still a decent chunk of pace behind. He's at a 155.092. But it's going to be an hour-long sprint here in Paul Ricard. It's going to be a true test of endurance and a true test of who can mess each other up with carrying that speed down the 1.8 kilometer long straight, Mistral straight. So that's, I'm pretty sure if a driver is close enough or even far enough behind them, that draft is just going to allow them to just catch up, gain up so much speed. As you can see here live in action, how much speed you get before they even arrive in the corner there. Jake Finn forced to just like separate, and I believe that Chandler Williams to go by. We haven't seen Will, but he's in the pits. Where is Zach? He's 0.2 seconds, or 2/10 of a second. He had a 2/10 of a second improvement of his overall lap, so potentially if he can push a little more, he can overtake Will Stewart in the standings. And maybe my streamer's curse is rubbing off here, because he went wide, lost a lot of time, gained it right back though. what a drive here. See how he does. Let's actually jump on board with him and listen to that Porsche roar. My goodness, you can see on screen how close him and Will Stewart are. 156.735 and a 0.767. As Zach has a little bit of a off-track adventure. We're gonna follow Zane here. Definitely a new cool livery. Mustang. His lap is currently dirty and is not showing any improvement or whatnot. So we'll go over here and check out Albergina. Who, my eyes fool me? He's in a GTR? He's in a boat? And he just went a little dirty. Just dipped his tires a little bit too far out on track. He was doing really good. Had a 1/10 of an improvement in his overall pace, so hopefully he'll be able to do it once again. Sitting pretty nicely though in P5. So can't be too upset about that. Jake Finn is on a hot lap here. We're gonna follow him once again. He's 2/10 up on his pace, and if he keeps it up, this will be for the podium. Diego Denarte also 1/10 up on his pace. 2/10 up on his pace. Hold up. The podium might be taken. Oh, Jake Finn just went dirty. We're gonna go back to Denarte here. As if he stays on track and keeps it. Oh, he also went dirty. I have water handy just in case my throat gets dry or if I need to like cough up or anything to calm it down. But it's very hard to actually raise my voice and sound excited when a huge improvements or huge improvements or situations where they make a tiniest mistake and it costs them a really good qualifying time on the screen. Because then I go into a coughing fit. Got a couple of our drivers out on the pits, taking a chill break. Do they have the same? I'm sorry, I'm showing two different drivers here. Okay, this is Zach Manriquez and this is Will Stewart. They're doing this on purpose. I'm gonna get confused when I see them on track. We have Thiago Denarte, who is in front of Williams right now. Trying to do his best to get a good run. Jake Finn. Dirty this lap. Might just have enough time to go around though. And never mind. He said it's because I'm good. P2 is perfectly fine with me. Denarte, same thing. Williams actually does the exact same thing. Goes it out on track. Zane Bliskin making huge improvements actually here. Half a second, 6/10 of a second up on his pace. A lot of drivers going back out. Jacob Hart, that's a new name, but an old name. I haven't seen him out on track for a little while here, since I think season 2 or season 3. Welcome back, bro. He's currently sitting in P6. Still rocking the headless chicken. I believe that's what it was called, headless chicken racing livery there. Oh, that was the wrong scene. This is what I wanted to show. Actually, since I have you guys all here, I want to try something new that I saw Will Stewart do it. Actually, quite interesting. To actually do it and show it here live. To pull up everybody's qualifying time. We can actually separate between golds and the silvers, or overall versus the silvers here. So overall, you have Denarte pulling down the fastest lap time. A 154.212. We've seen that you can go faster though, so him or Jake Finn be able to do it in the race? We'll find out. I also see that there are handicaps displayed here. New information to me. I'm pretty sure this is not driver handicaps, but actual like car handicaps. So the Ferrari gets a little bit on a weight reduction here. Loses 2 pounds. Or 4 pounds. 2 kilograms. Wow, what is this? Really? The AM on the Vantage gets a 15-kilogram increase. That is huge. As well as the Ford Mustang. Well, the Mustang, I mean, we kind of already figured and knew that that was supposed to be happening anyway. Anyway, we got Thiago Denarte here. P1. Jake Finn. P2. Chandler Williams. P3. Noah McComber. P4. Arbergina. P5. Jacob Hart. P6. Will Stewart beating out Zach Manriquez, and you can see their liveries side by side here, actually. It did this on purpose. Very cool, though, to see this. Will Stewart, P7. Zach Manriquez, P8. Got beaten out just by the skin of his teeth. Miguel Cesarian, P9. I think this is Panda Motorsports. Could be wrong, though. Zane Blisket, P10. Hugo, I'll figure out your last name. P11. Alexander Sabo, P12. Jacob Myrie, P13. And Justin Fry, P14. Thank you. And thank you for at least choosing a different color. Same livery, just one color of a difference, makes my life just a little bit easier, but didn't have to, but I greatly appreciate it. As we're gonna have a short formation lap here. Green flag, green light is gonna be waved out very, very soon. Also kind of wondering if anyone is here chatting with us, because I can't see the messages for whatever reason. Anyway, green lights are out. Hopefully we have no carnage here in turn 1. Couple of late breaks towards the back. Close calls, but fairly clean. Would love to see it. Got Jake Finn in P1. Oh wait, sorry, P2. I didn't see Thiago Denarte up there. Oops. Let's see how everyone else. Okay. Okay, let's see what happened there. Let's go back 30 seconds. We're here in the middle of the pack. We're watching the replay right now. What happened here? Wow, we just had the slightest contacts between a couple of our drivers, and it just threw the grid out of whack there. That is back to the live view here. We're gonna go up in front. We have Thiago Denarte here, running away ever so slowly. Jake Finn is looking to at least try to catch up, but also defend against Chandler Williams. In the back, you have Will Stewart having an impressive run right now. An overall gain of 3 positions. Started in P7, is now in P4. Very nicely done. Very good driving here. See how long he'll be able to last. He has no McComber to contend with, though. Right behind him. Eager and willing to pass. Up in the back, though, we had Alexander Sabo getting really, really close to Justin Fry. We're going to keep our eyes on that. Really, we'll probably keep our eyes on this, as Alexander Sabo is in the perfect, ideal spot to gain or get close with Justin Fry. That slipstream is coming in here. Look at just how fast he's closing the gap. Holy smokes. Pulling up right beside him. They're side by side into the fast right-hander. Still side by side. This is a turn 9 here. Justin Fry doing his absolute best to remain in front. Alexander Sabo's going to have to start going defensive here, as the rest of the grid is looking to close up on him. Up in the front, you have Noah McComber trying to put pressure on Will Stewart. It'll be quite interesting to see what exactly happens here, as we have a double side by side here coming into the final corner. Dupont. A couple of our drivers go a little bit wide, not getting the best optimal line. I think Gianna might have the run here. Not yet, but he's in a really bad spot here offensively. As these two might touch, that's going to open up the position for Gianna. Gianna not seizing the opportunity, actually gets lost in transition. Miguel Cesarian coming in clutch. Jumps up to P10. Unfortunate for, I believe that is Justin. God, so much action happening here on the screen that it's hard to hard to keep track. And I think we just lost the driver, unfortunately. Oh no. What a no Makoma here is. Porsche on Porsche. Will Stewart versus McComber. Zach Manriquez is currently in P8, so he's not that far off from Will, but has a long way to go to actually catch up on to him, at least. See how he's doing. As there now, he's not going to be approaching the final corner here on DuPont. Grid is starting to get spread out. Everyone is starting to settle in on their positions. We'll start spreading the love here. Try to give everyone a good amount of screen time. What's interesting to note is Thiago Denarte not pulling away as much as I thought. Jake Finn actually getting closer to him. Williams now getting a little bit lost. Well, not lost, but just getting a little bit left behind. We're probably going to remain with this fight. If not, keep our eyes out for that. I'm actually going to be playing with what I show live on screen here. I'm wondering if anyone would be interested in seeing the current live laps. Probably not so, because that looks like it's going to actually be getting a little bit cluttered. Actually don't like it. I'm probably going to go back to car number and let everything else cycle. Hugo and Will doing the absolute best in overall improvement. Will improving an overall of 3 positions. Hugo improving 4 positions from where they started in this race. So huge shout out to them. Really showing a good early dominance in the beginning of the race. Will they be able to hold off and keep those positioning in that pace? Only time will tell. We still have basically 51 minutes left in the race. A lot of laps, a lot of miles or kilometers. Have to go here, power card. A very flat track. A lot of people seem to actually not like power card. Maybe it's because it's so featureless, it's so boring, I guess. Quote unquote boring. Is you don't get any real no fireworks, I guess you can say. Sector 3 Mission Impossible. Hey, okay, so that is weird. I am getting it here. At least I can see it. What's up? What's up, Albert? What happened, Sector 3? Like racing, it's like racing in the mall parking lot. Dr. Pork Chop here says. That is so weird. I can't see the actual messages, but they are popping up. Why? I mean, I can't see him. See him on stream on the overlay, but you know, whatever. Denarte holding off on his lead. Jake Finn getting really, really close, but so far not close enough with Denarte there. It looked like he was actually going a little bit wide. Denarte actually going a little bit wide there. So both of them are making the tiniest of mistakes, but no one can actually capitalize on one another there. Only time will tell to see what exactly happens between these two. Right behind them is Chandler Williams. You can just see him pop into view. He's basically keeping both of them honest. About 2.5 seconds behind them. Noah McComber making a moves on Will Stewart here. Let's not forget that Will Stewart is under a good, healthy amount of pressure against another Porsche driver, which is quite nice. Who is going to be the better Porsche driver tonight? Having got a Ricard here. Only time will tell as Noah McComber keeps that healthy amount of pressure. Currently 3/10 behind Will Stewart. Actually gonna stick with this camera view here, and we're gonna see if Namako how much of this straightaway can Nomakoma actually take advantage of. We're about a second behind Will. They're just about halfway down through the straight. McCober just within the slipstream, just now getting benefits from it. The closer you are, the more you get sucked. I know that sounded wrong, and I just missed a move here. Jake Finn overtaking Thiago Denarte. When did this happen? We are going to go back 30 seconds here. Maybe a little bit more. We're going to go now. We're going to go now while we still have time here. Oh, we didn't go far enough. Wow. Lame. How unfortunate. Watching the replay at least of what these two guys are doing. Thiago Denarte, when we go back, is still 3/10 behind Jake Finn here. We're back into the live view. I wonder where the mistake actually happened to allow Jake Finn to get by. Or maybe this was more or less a calculated attempt to, or a calculated move, I mean, to force Jake Finn to waste his tires a little bit more. Maybe mess with a pit strategy here, since we do have pits. Everyone has to take one pit stop. With that one pit stop, you're being held up for at least a minimum of 25 seconds. You have to refuel, and tires are optional. I look like Denarte was struggling to figure out where he should go there. He was getting extremely close. I mean, towards the end of that long straightaway. And so far, both these drivers doing really good at holding their lines and not making too much of a mistake there. Which Ferrari is going to win in Paul Ricard? And will they make a big enough mistake that Chandler Williams can capitalize on? He's not too far behind still. Keeping both of them honest, that is 100% sure. As both these two start the new lap. Heading down to the chicane. Turns 3, 4, 5. And into turn 6 and 7 right before the extremely long straightaway. This will be Denarte's opportunity to go for an attack. Especially since he is in the suck zone. Going to be able to get the drag on Jake Finn there. Or maybe not. He did get the slipstream there. Oh, he's sliding out a little bit more though. Sliding out a lot more. I am nowhere near the level of these two drivers. Their paces. That is 100% sure. I am able to at least identify some areas where something's going wrong. We're gonna go back though and check out what's going on between Jacob Myrie here and Justin Fry. Myrie overtaking Justin Fry, turn 8. Right at the end of the straightaway. It's looking like he's going a little bit wide. This is gonna be Fry's opportunity to reclaim that spot if he can get just a little bit close enough, capitalize on any mistakes there. Not able to do it. Good overtake by Myrie. Also, I don't know if this will be rude or messed up of me, but I noticed when I was watching Will's stream last week in Valencia, everyone's lines are just, I mean, everyone should at least know this, everyone's lines are just somewhat a little bit different, but it's more apparent when you take a look at take a look at a slower driver compared to our top tier drivers here. One perfect example is if we'll go in there. Their bonnet cam here. Actually, this is not the best area to showcase this because this is a damn straightaway. We're gonna go and see Jake Finn. We're gonna see where they're at, and then we're gonna check out Justin Fry's here. Check out what their lines look like. Just to compare, contrast. Give every one of our live viewers a glimpse into what an alien driver looks like and what a not alien driver. Because I am not an alien driver, and I always learn watching these guys go around. Here, Jake's Finn's bonnet here. We'll see how he takes in these corners. In the corner coming into the straightaway. Pretty much hits those cones at around 222 kilometers. So very, very fast here. We'll see how Myrie or Zarian. Well, we'll probably check out Myrie whenever they end up crossing past here. Or even better, Caesarian is getting really, really close. And they are in the rough position. Let's see how they take these corners. As you see here, Caesarian goes a little bit wider there. Not cutting the corner, not using the full width of the track. If you remember how Jake Finn took the corner there. And when he crosses the cones, he crossed it at around 220, so the speed difference is just slightly. There's a slight speed differential, but it makes up over time, especially here, as you'll see these two trying. Alexander Sabo trying his hardest to not let Miguel Caesarian here leash off that slipstream. Get that draft to catch up to him. Hard on the brakes. Used to go into turn 9. Gotta go wide, cut in deep, and then accelerate hard out without losing control. All in a relatively off-camber flat plateau. But this mostly is. And Caesarian doing a really good job. Shaved 2/10 off that. Half a second off that. And gonna be losing it because he just made a huge mistake there. Unfortunate, but still putting pressure though on Alexander Saville. We're gonna let this battle simmer. Hopefully the streamer's curse isn't rubbing off on him. Yeah, we're gonna see how and how, when, where, what, and why. Answer all those questions and see if he does anything to get into the P8 spot. So jump back to the top. Thiago de Narte going just a little bit wide there. A little bit wide still, but still keeping within 1.5 seconds of Jake Finn. Jake Finn right now being a very, very consistent driver. Putting down a nice and clean laps. Interesting to note that Will Stewart, if you were paying attention, him and I believe it was Noah McComber, they were fighting. It was Porsche on Porsche. It's for P4. Will Stewart right now is in P12. Pretty much alone at this current moment. He already took his pit. So he is doing a heavy undercut strategy here. Zach Manriquez, I thought he was banged up, but that's probably just rubber and grime on this bumper and everything. He just entered the pits. It's about roughly about time everyone's going to be starting to consider whether or not they want to enter into the pits. It's 35 minutes. Oh, we're 25 minutes, almost 25 minutes into the race. 35 minutes left on track. I wonder if Will's strategy is going to allow him to gain some positions. How that's all going to play out. Right now we're giving Jacob Hart a little bit of screen time here. Currently in P5. Next closest battle to him, between him and will be Noah McComber. He's around 4.5 seconds in front of him. Noah McComber is 4.5 seconds in front of Jacob Hart. Man, my announcing today is going to be terrible. Or is terrible right now. Between McComber and Hart, judging by their paces and personal bests, I don't foresee them getting into a battle unless something bad happens. They're pretty much putting down really close and nearly identical lap times. Just a makeup Hart. This car right behind McComber here. We're in the view of McComber right now. He's a dot in the horizon. You can barely see McComber out there. That little red dot moving. Went to Miguel here because he had a yellow flag, as well as McComber here had yellows turn to white, so they slowed down for whatever reason. Same Bliska has a white flag here. Not sure what that's all about. We're gonna go to Will Stewart though, because he's overtaken Justin Fry in the Mistral Straight. Judging him by lap times here. Really judging Will Stewart. Should quickly climb up to at least. Well, they're actually pretty far apart, so I can't actually say. Until everyone starts pitting, that's when will actually start climbing the ranks. It's just gonna be a guess as to what's gonna happen, or where Will's gonna end up in. ACC is such a beautiful game. ACC is actually really nice. You know what? I could show you live the difference between 4K and 1080p here. It's not much of a difference. The only real thing is on 1080p, the game starts to look a little bit more grainy. But because of the quality loss, you'll get way more frames and the game looks a lot smoother. But a blurry amount of smoothness. I don't know. Here in Paul Ricard, I don't know, man. A lot of stripes. Look at the scenery there, just blue. With more blue. Just a lot of asphalt here. I heard, I don't know how true this is, but Paul Ricard is actually used as a, I don't know if it was for Porsche, but for a lot of car manufacturers, they come to Paul Ricard to run some test laps, since Paul Ricard is actually really flat for the most part. It's just a huge flat piece of land that you can actually get consistently good data for figuring out any hindrances in the car. So don't quote me on that, but if it's true, that's actually a pretty cool thing. As Will Stewart passes a Noah McComber. As Noah McComber's coming out of the pits. This I did not see. Noah McComber once again going to be at least hopefully applying that pressure to Will here. Looks like it's going to be a fight to the bitter end. Jake Finn is in the pit, so Thiago Denarte now is currently leading the race. I'm pretty sure Paul Ricard is one of those tracks where if you have the opportunity to take pits or to take tires, you should. As well goes really wide. At least to me that looked like it was really wide, not intentional. Yellow on Jake. Probably just a situation where he's just coming out of the pit, so he's basically they're warning all the drivers to be careful. Off grid or off air, we had a Myri here. Oh wait, that's I was gonna say he overtook Alexander Sabo, but that's because Alexander Sabo is in the pits. False alarm. We're gonna stick with these two, the two Porsche drivers. We're gonna see how they fare. The last 27 minutes left on track. A lot of our drivers are now currently in the pits or completed their pits. Justin Fry in the pit. Thiago Denarte in the pits. Chandler Williams, and now our current leader as of now. So they are approaching Jacob Myri here. Myri in P6 hasn't taken his pit yet. But honestly, I don't know what's gonna happen here. Will is looking to get the inside. Myri letting both of them through. Jake Finn trying to capitalize on the potential slowdown that Will experiencing. Macomer not able to capitalize as of yet. A very, very good attempt though. Oh! I missed the mistake that Will Stewart had, or maybe Will decided to let him by. But what a costly mistake if that was one, because Noah McComber is now 1.3 seconds ahead of him just off that one corner coming into the straight. Well, good move for Noah McComber. An unfortunate situation for Will there. I don't think there was contact there, or it wasn't even picked up as contact. And nothing was highlighted on my end. A good clean overtake, and Will Stewart actually losing ground on Macomber. We're gonna check out and see what happened to Zane here. As he was yellow flagged. Now white. Hart's going to be approaching Jacob Myrie now. And Caesarian has a yellow, turned white. Probably just a situation where they go just a tad bit wide. I'm actually quite curious to see if, well, I don't want it to happen to any of these drivers if they go that far wide, because I want to test to see if the painted red section actually provides you more grip. In theory, it's supposed to. Jacob Hart closing the distance extremely quick on Jacob Myrie here. They're both heading into the final corner. Myrie going just a little bit wide. That's going to be Hart's opportunity, and he does. Oh, Myrie actually going in for the pit. Finally fulfilling at least that one requirement. The grid is getting quite spread apart now. 20 minutes left in the race. After Myrie comes out of the pits, everyone will have completed their pit stop requirement. It'll pretty much be a straight race from here on out. I'm not quiet. I am just muting myself so you don't hear the coughs. Jake Finn putting down the fastest lap of the race at 154.632. Nice to see that he's getting faster and faster as time progresses. I'll be honest, if I can do the interviews, I'll try, but I don't know if I'll be able to do them tonight. Probably just end up muting myself and coughing while the other person is talking, and then awkward quiet. Anyway, now that we have a ton of time here, welcome. Quite quiet on track here. We had, I believe it was 14 or 15 drivers in the beginning, and we lost at least 2, maybe 3. Oh, Ricard. Being quite difficult with some of our drivers. Not much action to display right now, as everyone is really far apart. Jake Finn throwing down some even faster laps. Lowered the personal best by at least 1/10 there. 154.570 now. Diego de Norce, who we're currently viewing right now, is roughly 5 seconds behind Finn. Behind him, you have Chandler Williams. He's roughly 10 seconds behind Denarte. At this current moment, top 3 are pretty much going to be racing themselves. Unless one of them makes a huge enough mistake to allow one of the other drivers to catch up. McComber overtaking, I believe that is Justin Fry, but don't quote me on that. That overtake was not for positioning. Will Stewart's roughly... I can't even say roughly. He's about 6 seconds behind McComber. Him and McComber had a really good fight for, I would say, 35 minutes of the race. Is Justin Fry taking out cones? It looked like he might have been, just for fun. Going down the track here, we have a Jacob Hart. He approach Will Stewart. He is. He's approaching Will Stewart. This is going to be a soon-to-be battle. I wonder if Will is slowing down because of fatigue, or if he's slowing down because of some sort of track condition or something is up with his car. Nonetheless, if you will, a few minutes here, leave it on autopilot. I will be right back momentarily. Hopefully the autopilot cam will work well on its own. Hopefully autopilot was behaving. Hopefully it displayed any overtakes or any battles here. While I have you here, you know, it's we got 9.5 minutes left on race. It doesn't really look like anyone is going to be battling with each other. I got jokes for you guys. Some good old dad jokes. How do you make number one disappear? How do you make number one disappear? No one knows. It's actually quite easy. You add a G, and it's gone. Get it? One O-N-E, add a G in the front, becomes one. I mean, gone. You know, I used to be addicted to swimming. This was when I was in high school and everything. It was quite a while, so I'm glad to say that at least I've been dry for a good number of months. What did the Buddhist say to the hot dog vendor? Maybe I should pull up some actual race ones instead of just coming up these random ones. He said, "Make me one with everything." Zane Blisket is getting approached by Zach Manriquez here, so a potential battle here is gonna be coming up very, very soon. So if that happens, you guys will be saved from my horrible jokes here. As we still have 6 minutes and 45 seconds of jokes left for me to give, you know. I'll stay quiet here so you can actually hear this nice engine though. That was the Mustang. Maybe I should actually just be doing that and filling in the gaps here. Letting you all hear the nice engines of the cars. What would a world without women be? What would a world without women be? I'll tell you. I will tell you. It'll be a pain in the ass. Let's see who's in the straightaway. Yeah, let's Oh, Porsche. This is actually no fun. We gotta actually hear that dog transmission. We gotta hear that thing change. Hear the tunes, the symphony of the engine, the Porsche engineering. We'll wait until Noah McComber goes around one more time. In the meantime, though, let's see where all the other drivers are at. We got Jake Finn, who's gonna be approaching the straightaway very, very soon. Let's hop on board with him. As we listen to the Ferrari. 203 kilometers in the straightaway. Fast. Also notice that I'm displaying kilometers per hour this time around. It's supposed to be miles, but yeah, I don't mind. Or is it still miles? No, yeah, that's kilometers. There's no way he was taking that corner at 200 miles per hour. That'll be insane. We just missed it. All right, let's see if we have a BMW. Jacob Myrie here is potentially going to be pulling up in the straightaway soon. Where's he at? Off to the start-finish lineup. Oh wait, Alexander Sabo is going to be crossing or starting the straightaway, so we'll jump on board with him. Hear how the BMW sounds in this straightaway, shall we? And basically 83 at that point as well. What about fast? No, McComber is about to...
Leaders on final lap.
282 liters on the final lap. That is a Jake Finn here. What's the difference between an enzyme and a hormone? Bringing you back to the science class here. Hope y'all remember everything in biology. It's not what you expect though. What is the difference between an enzyme and a hormone? You don't know, you say? You can't hear an enzyme moan. Jake Finn doing a really, really good job. Holding out on P1. But we unfortunately couldn't actually see when he completed that overtake between him and Diego Denarde. But fear not. that'll be in the race recap for next week. It's looking like what we see right now on the grid is what everyone's going to be finishing at. We're gonna just stick with Jake Finn since he's gonna be crossing the finish line first. Cross P1 and also has the fastest lap of the night. 154.570. Thiago Denarte not far behind from that fastest lap with a 154.600. Nice job, Jake Finn. Good try. And Thiago Denarte right behind him. You have Alexander Sabo actually finishing. There you go. But Williams is coming in here in P3. Comer is going to be coming in very soon. Going to be finishing P4. And Jake Finn went basically back to the pits. He's probably extremely tired. Ready to call it a night. Jake Finn, final corner. Going to be crossing the lap here. Start finish line. P4. Big part right behind. He ends up in P5. Mo Stewart securing a P6. Dane Bliskett's going to be coming up next. We already had Jacob Myrie and Miguel Cesarian here. They already crossed the finish line. Jacob Myrie P10, Miguel Cesarian P9, 11. Bliskett here, P7. Very nicely done. When did Zach hurt himself? What? Oh, right. Well, besides there. Okay. Well, Zach, P8. Now, we did lose a couple more of our drivers. If you remember, there were around 14 or 15 in the beginning. Now we ended up with 11. Not sure what happened. But my throat is itching like crazy right now, and I'm trying very hard to knock off. That being said, I see that no one is actually online. We're probably going to... well, I don't want to do that to anyone. Well, I'll leave the line open here for anyone wants to jump in and get interviews. They can go in. In the meantime, though, congrats to Jake Finn, Thiago Denarte, and Chandler Williams. Got P1, P2, and P3. No McComber, close runner-up P4. Hard fought P4. Him and Will Stewart for a good number of minutes. That was cool to see. Don't know if anyone's gonna hop online, so in the meantime, we're just gonna start. Go ahead and start the exit scenes while I have my voice here. This is the 5FI Racing.com channel. You put that in the URL, it'll load up this beautiful webpage. I do have one suggestion for Kyle Busch here, designer right now. We should update or include more scenes here. But I don't know. I noticed, but I don't know if anyone else. Well, everyone else is gonna notice because I'm gonna point it out right now. But this just keeps looping over and over. It's not a bad thing, but for just one scene, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, check it out. It's a beautiful website. You can check the resources, the contact about us. Scroll down. You can see how many races we host. Check out all the videos or click any of these links. See where it takes you. What we're most interested in though is in SimGrid in season 9. Our next race is going to be in Suzuka, so stay tuned for that. It's was one of my not so favorites, but after driving on it for such a long time or so often, it's an alright track. It's definitely a fun track if you can get it right. That's definitely for sure. And something to mention here, we do have the mixed class series here. It's going to be held on Tuesdays. I probably will not be streaming the Tuesday coming up, but we have 2 more races after that Tuesday. Seeing as we don't have much participation, go ahead and join. And if it still remains like that, I'll probably join and just end up streaming my POV. I'm going to be missing Brands Hatch, which is a little bit disappointing since I kind of like Brands Hatch. We don't go there often, and it's a darn good track. I actually like Brands Hatch. I like it a lot. That being said, I'll probably be around for Hungaroring, and if I'm racing in Hungaroring, I'm going to hate myself because I do not like Hungaroring. A Red Bull Ring, that's going to be actually quite exciting because I haven't not raced in Red Bull Ring for a while, so I will be rusty, and you know it's gonna be a little fun. Right now, it's a small little event. If you'd like to join, go for it. Join. I'll stream at least the last 2 races. It's only 4 races. It's only a month long, so basically the month of February on Tuesdays, 7 o'clock. And be there or be square, I guess. You know. Yeah. Well, time has come. I'm still taking my medicine, you know. If you get pneumonia, don't. Because it sucks. There's times when you feel like you're coughing up your actual lung. End up with a huge loogie. It's probably TMI, but you know. Yeah. I hope you guys had a good time watching this stream. I'll see you guys definitely next week. Hopefully feeling a lot better. And you guys have a good rest of your day. Before I leave, you guys have any comments, suggestions, compliments, critiques? Anything really, just drop it in Discord, drop it in the comments right here on this Twitch video, or if you're watching on YouTube, drop it in there. I'll eventually get onto it. I know I was seeing if anything came down. I haven't checked recently and for the last video, but I saw that Will Stewart said that I was what was the phrase? Fielding those complaints. Anyway, I'll still do it. I'm still here. You guys have a good night. Before I cough loudly into this mic. I'll see you guys next time.
in a loop. Baby, I'm calling for you, and I'm stuck in a loop. Baby, I'm calling for you, and I'm stuck. Baby, I'm calling for you, and I'm stuck in a loop. Baby, I'm calling for you, and I'm stuck in a loop. I'm stuck in a loop. Baby, I'm calling for you, and I'm stuck in a loop.